Hey guys, Dr. Decks here. Today we are trying to finish up our waterproof bladder. We got a good jump on it yesterday and we're getting some of the final parts of it done. There's a couple spots we won't be able to finish until we get some decking laid up to a certain point. So follow along and see how far we get, but our goal today is to kind of have this deck area dried in, and it's supposed to really start raining this weekend. So hopefully we get some tape up before the rains come. So if you like what you see today, don't forget to click that subscribe button and hit that bell icon to be notified when we're putting out new content. Comment and like our videos below. We really appreciate it. All right, let's check this out. Good news. I had no idea, but we have some special rubber butyl that is called Vicor Ultra, and it's very expensive. It's like 300 bucks a roll. So instead of using this stuff, which is like a asphalt membrane, we're gonna switch over to a butyl membrane, which is great. I'm just happy about that because I don't have to use this stuff. What this stuff is, it's a high-end rubber butyl that I like to use when I'm doing my flat blocks. G-tape's great, but this gives us a little extra protection. So what I'm probably gonna do, I'm probably going to use this as a first layer, and then I'm gonna take G-tape and go over the top of this with that as a secondary layer. I'm just pretty stoked I had this because I thought I was gonna have to blow 300 bucks today on Ultra. And now I have a roll that I used from our last, or not our last project, it was several months ago. It's been just sitting in our trailer for, I don't know, 6 months maybe. I'm able to use it as a base layer to cover up the bladder, because every time you put a screw or a fastener through the bladder, this flat block area takes a little bit more caution than a standard joist will. So we have protection, we have layers of caulk in between our bladder, but on the flat blocking, we don't have those little extra layers of caulk. So what we're gonna do is add this cushion of rubber butyl on top of the bladder. So every time a screw goes into it, or every time I put a fastener in it, it seals, this rubber butyl will seal the screws so the screws won't leak. And then as water collects, it will disperse throughout the channel of the board instead of trying to drip through or leak. And then once I get this on, I'm probably gonna put a layer of G-tape over that to protect it from UV, because Vicor is not UV stable and G-tape is. So, and I don't mind doing it because it's like a double protective layer, and then I don't have to worry about coming back in the future for a leak. So that's what we're gonna do. So far, it's the best way. I've had some of this style of installs done for probably 7 years with this particular Ultra, and they've all done very well. So I know it's performing well, and you know, just trying to keep my game on. All right, so we've gone as far as we possibly can with our bladder system. Everything's protected with tape. It's all installed. There's 2 sections of our bladder on this deck that we have not installed yet. Right here, and on the other side as well. And that's because we're gonna start laying decking right there. And then we're going to work our deck back towards these areas, and I want my decking to finish on a full width piece on the outside edge of the deck. And to be able to do that, I could guess and maybe be close. What we're gonna do is we're gonna wait until we get the deck boards almost to where that end of that bladder is, and then we'll kind of chalk some lines, get some straight edge going, and we'll figure out where all those joists need to be cut. Then we'll put up our rim joist, then we'll put in all the returns on the bladder, all of our blocking for the railing, and then we'll continue laying the deck. That's why those 2 ends are not finished yet, because I want all my boards to end on a full piece. If I didn't care, I could have done it, but also they may not be square. So when I can guarantee you that, because I know this side of the house over here is not square to this side of the house over here. I had to pick one of the two evils. So what I decided was I was going to take a line. The longest line on the house is on this far side. There's staircase over here and so on and so forth. So we're going to go from that point, and we took a straight line. We squared up the house, took a straight line, and then we just pulled our dimensions all off of this one line going all the way back. So things aren't 100% square here and there, but once the deck's laid and everything's installed, you're really not going to see a difference. We're probably not going to get to laying any decking today. We still have to prep the outside of our rims. So all these rim joists have bladder going over them, but we still need to protect them so that when we put up our fascia boards, it has something that's protecting it there. So that's what's kind of next right now on our agenda. We're going to start taping all that up. I have a temporary gutter I'm going to install over here so it doesn't splatter on our tools until our gutter people get to show up and get that installed. And just some overall basic prepping, a little bit more prep work to do. We have some prep work to do on the house as well so that we can have everything ready. So that it's frustrating when you're laying decking and you get in deck laying mode, then you have to pause and stop and go, oh, we got to tape this, we're going to install this. So we're trying to think about all those things that we need to do so that we can, when we get to installing our decking, we can just rock and roll. So that's where we're at, and preparation is key. You guys saw how long it took us to prep the side of the house before we could actually start installing anything. So for what it's worth, that's probably what the rest of our day here will be, and then we'll catch you up next time on when we start installing some decking.
We're cutting the deck boards. We're getting them all prepped beforehand so we can just lift them all at once and then get them laid out on the deck. So on Monday morning we could just start doing our deck.
All right, guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like what you saw today, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell icon to be notified when we're putting out new content. Comment below, and don't forget to hit that like button. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.